Insidious 2. This is the next installment of my Insidious reviews leading up to the Insidious, I think it's the Red Door. Yeah, in July. Can't wait to talk about that, but right now we're talking about Insidious 2, which I'm very shocked about. It's actually a pretty good sequel. It takes the events of the first movie and makes a very natural feeling sequel. A lot of the scares work really strong and really well. I honestly thought that after the first movie it just get worse because they do kind of show the monster at the end of the first one, and I felt like, yeah, I enjoyed the first one. I thought it was a really good movie, but this one might be a little bit stronger or just as strong. It's hard to really say, but this movie definitely furthers all the events of the first movie in a really natural way. And I really don't want to say too much about it because I didn't know too much about the sequel going into it. Um, but yeah, I mean, all the scares are just as strong and just as well crafted, and it really is. And really, I'm glad I watched The Boogeyman today and this movie. I watched, so I went before I went to work. I put on this movie before I shot this review. Watched this movie, then I went to work. Then after my shift, I went to go watch The Boogeyman, which is a decent horror movie. I'll have a review up later on my second channel. But the point I'm getting at is that movie is kind of a lesser horror movie than this. It really does feel like there's something behind this specific franchise that's able to give something fresh and unique to this movie and really make a very natural feeling sequel, which is not really easy to do with horror movies. Horror movies, honestly, more than any other franchise, it is ridiculously hard to make a sequel to some of these movies. How do you make Jason come back? He died. How do you make Michael Myers come back? He died. Or how do you make this creature or demon that they defeated in the first one come back? You know, how do we make all this work? And so when they can pull it off and make it interesting and do it right, it can make for a damn good movie like this one. And I really enjoyed Insidious Chapter 2.